Check our link tree in DM or email us to connect. Thank you.
Streaming music from Spotify and Pandora, and is the #1 podcaster by hearts twice as large as the next two combined. So whatever your customers are into, true crime, sports, comedy, culture, they'll hear your message. Plus, only iHeart can extend your message to audiences across broadcast radio, and all this reach means everything. Just think about the universal marketing formula. The number of consumers who hear your message times the response rate equals the results. Now let's get those results growing for you. Think podcasting can help your business? Think iHeart. Streaming, radio, and podcasting. Let us show you at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com. Or call 844-844-iHeart. One more time. Call 844-844-iHeart. And get podcasting look your way.
Want to know about that? And then it is on buying of knowledge. You can also do your own research.
So welcome to the Bingo Show today. This is our, Mike is in us, this is our Thanksgiving edition, okay? So we're going to start today with a wonderful little story called Thanksgiving in America. And I will give you a brief and unfilled presentation about Thanksgiving in America. Rabbi, that was. So, without any further ado, we shall begin. Thanksgiving in America. Here is a nice little story about Thanksgiving in America. So, we are going to talk about Thanksgiving in the United States, which is a holiday filled with gratitude, tradition, and hands with experience. I know what you picked, right? Hands with experience. Pants, I'm not that old. Well, Thanksgiving, everybody likes those pants. We eat, and then we eat again, right? So Thanksgiving is celebrated on the fourth Thursday of November. It traces its roots back to a 1621 harvest feast shared by the Pilgrims, who are the original European settlers, and the Wampanoag people, okay, which today we would call them indigenous, but I was told that we would call them Indians. And it has since grown into a national tradition centered around appreciation, family, and let's be honest, eating like we're storing up food by the nation, right? Yeah. So, which reminds me, I tried to go one night for Thanksgiving, but I felt like I couldn't. So, okay, dad jokes are coming. Oh man. So, one of the biggest parts of the holiday is our Thanksgiving meal. Lots of dishes include turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole. You get hungry yet? You get hungry yet? I'm starving. Green bean casserole, baked macaroni and cheese. I was in the house. I know about you came just in time for baked macaroni and cheese. Good for you. Perfect timing. You get cranberry sauce, apple pies, pumpkin pies. Oh my goodness, it just goes on, right? Little fun fact: Americans eat about 46 million turkeys on Thanksgiving. That is a lot of food you never eat. But don't worry, the turkeys were always grateful. In fact, I would say they were thankful because they were stuffed. Love my dad jokes. Actually, if you saw the other day, President Trump pardoned two turkeys. That is actually part of Thanksgiving tradition too. Pardons some turkeys so that they're not sentenced to the rest of their life being baked at 200 degrees Celsius. Anyhow, let's get back to Thanksgiving. Families also gather to watch parades and football games, right? We have the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, features giant balloons because nothing says holiday spirit quite like a 60-foot tall cartoon character floating through the streets of New York while people cheer and wonder how inflation is today.
like so, killing is sort of a rough word, to use, but killing with kindness is like it's in the common parlance. I mean, people have been saying it for decades. Like it's a common saying. I think the meaning is that if you're treated sort of shabbily, much better behavior, take the high road, respond with diplomacy, like go out of your way to be extra kind and give and help the person. What you've done is you've modeled good behavior and how to take the high road. You may inspire them to be a little kinder in their future. So it's actually a good thing. It just has a very rough handle on it, but it ultimately means something good. I love that story. I wish I'd known your mom. She sounds like a powerhouse. I love that she had so much living to do. She wasn't going to let this take her down. She had too much living to do and too much loving to do. And I felt like she was watching I felt she got up every day and was like, wow, life is a gift. Like, here's to another day in paradise. I'm going to live it to the fullest. I'm going to live it to the max. I'm sure she was an incredibly loving mother, and I can tell, by the fact that, your feelings were released, that, your mom sounds incredibly awesome, and I love that story. It sounds like a miracle, but it was really that, she said no because she had too much living and too much loving and love to do.
Yo. And Kawari, how are you, dog?
So good, son. How you feeling, bro?
Every day is a holiday, every meal is a feast. How'd you find out about me, son?
Well, I did a little bit of scrolling.
You did a little bit of what?
Scrolling, and I landed on your page, literally.
I mean, did you find me from YouTube?
TikTok. Definitely TikTok.
You found me through TikTok?
Yeah, search bar, looking up like Discord and stuff like that. Found it and stuff.
Okay, very well. Do you mind if I tell you about myself?
Yeah, but I say, who are you? No disrespect.
Exactly. I'm Rabbi Rothschild. I stream my life 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for world peace. I've been doing so for more than 4 years. My streams go back to the pandemic. We've seen the death of a queen, the birth of AI, the coronation of a king, and everything in between. This is a real life Truman Show, a real life Big Brother. Have you ever seen the movie The Truman Show or the television show Big Brother?
No, sir.
All right, well, it's basically the story of someone's entire life on camera. Uh, Additionally, this is a timeline and a time capsule of human achievement. In the 1990s, Bill Gates coined the phrase "content is king," and I'm making it true today. I'm king of the internet. This is the biggest event in global history, and here's why. In 2018, The Economist magazine stated that data had overtaken petroleum as its number one resource. And I have more data archived on the internet than any person ever, which is making me very influential. I'm going viral, and when I do, I want to make you, your friends, your family, all financially independent if you're not already. Oh, that's great. That guy doesn't get help. Yo, Pilly, what up? Pilly! 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 Pilly, are you here? Pilly! Pilly, can you hear me, dog? Pilly! Pilly, leave and come back. I can't hear you. Yo, dog. Pilly, can you hear me?
It's a huge day for us, right? So the biggest award ceremony in the world for country music is today. What's the heaviest string is that? Right at 285. Congratulations. It's a huge day for us.
smart installations.
Yo, what up, baby? Every day's a holiday, every meal's a feast. How are you? I know you did. Why are you talking to me in here? Come to my Discord. Yes, sir. There he is. How are you, big dog? Haley, can you hear me? Haley, I'm calling to you, big dog. Why is it that I can hear you very clearly on Twitter, but here it's dog shit? Can you hear me, Pilly? Mute and unmute yourself. Mute yourself, Pilly, and then unmute yourself. Oh, Pilly. Pilly. Dog. Yo, baby. Okay, that's fine. I sent you a message. Just send me a DM if you have questions.
Like I just said, we have a monthly meeting, and we talk about the market and the project vision, blah blah blah. And we're like, one thing is that we are the name is quality, and bugging, and okay, that's one, for example, one version. So when this happened, at the end, so it's either you give up or it's CTO. Or you understand our situation is like liquidity ratio, who had tokens, and if you've been there from the beginning, you have an idea exactly what happened and what the team was able to do, and me myself, to always protect and support the truth. But at some point, when the market is against you, and hype is down, volumes dry, people are scared, and big holders, whales that didn't buy their tokens, decide to load off. Well, the only thing you can do is like wait. You just look and you work on your patience, your emotions, because it's not easy. I was looking at the chart again because every day I make look at that thing. I was like, bro, we've been going down like on ski, like you've been skiing in the mountain. Like wow, that was a long one, And now finally we touched the bottom and boom, now we are bouncing. And this is a great reset for us. I look at the redistribution. I saw a lot of new holders, small ones. And every time I remember that all-time high is 100x from here. Like any small one is kind of future big one. Like imagine someone like buying even $30. It's like if you bought $3,000, at the top. And there are many people that will not kind of amount. So what I think is important is to communicate to the community again to say, guys, we got the perfect redistribution. We have like started again from you, and we've been there already. We've been very low. 1 million is of course historical, but there is no difference between 1 or 3 million because the same is the bottom, right? If you zoom out and you compare that to all-time high and what you can do, it's like we started again with a better distribution. We don't have all the scales, all the supply. It's only community right now. And, the team is working. Today with our market makers, which I should remind everybody, even if I don't say the name, as I cannot, but this is a tier 1 market maker. Even if you ask ChatGPT and tell him which are the best market makers in crypto, he's going to tell you about 2 market makers that are tier 1. One of them is ours, so they are huge. And today, I have a webinar with them in 1 hour, by the way. We are going to talk about a lot of things anyway. But what we're going to do is that they're going to share with us a list of some of their customers, like us, that have that are big, that make sense at least to talk to us, and make a partnership with them. I don't know if you remember, we were not lucky on that one anyway, but we made a partnership like this with Borsic. Do you remember? I think we were not lucky because right after we made the partnership, Borsic really died because the guy launched his own token. Hasbullah launched those tokens. So, yeah, but what I want to say is that it's possible we can make a partnership with a good project. Like we did with Turbo. You guys remember Turbo? Turbo is a 100 million token right now. Still strong. So we have an opening to very good projects, and so we should build that way, making partnerships, having cross announcements between us, and making some special campaigns. We are thinking about making something, a trading campaign on exchanges, because also that we have this, I don't know if you know, but let me remind you that the Coco is listed right now on Nexi on Gate, and it's in the assessment, so both are in assessment, so they're being watched by the exchange because of the small liquidity. So you understand it, it's like what happened is that when you have a token on an exchange, you need to provide 2 things. You need to provide liquidity, so tokens plus stables, and you have to provide market maker service. So what they do is that they put orders, buying orders, selling orders, around the price. So when people sell, they give them stables, and when people buy, they give them tokens. If I may summarize it simply. And they also are able to buy or sell when they want to sell, when price here, I want you to push, I want you to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do. And this costs money because it's not free. Obviously, the market makers take money for that. Our market makers, the one we're working with, it's not part of their qualifications with us. It's not part of the contract. They are here to provide liquidity when there is demand, to go with the organic demand. They're not here to create volume. They're not here to trade or whatever. You know, it's their specification. So we need to add a new team, and I did that in the past, and this will move them. Why? Because you remember, we have noticed that for a long period of time, a lot of people were selling tokens to exchanges and selling out there. They were selling there because it was better for them anyway. No need to talk about that. The reason is just the fact. So, and it was a problem because it was really taking the price down fast on the index also. So, what I decided at the time is say, okay, I'll stop giving liquidity there so people cannot really trade, they cannot really buy, cannot really sell, and they have no choice but to get back on index where I can track, you know, track again. It's important to know what's going on, who is doing what. So that was the reason of all of this. Now we are in a situation where it will be a shame, I think, to have Coco out of these exchanges, even though you know I don't like exchanges. I don't have them in my heart. Yeah, you know, but they are part of the crypto ecosystem, and most of all, I mean, we have paid a lot of money, guys, to get there. So, exchange like Gate took us a lot of money, and you know, it's kind of hard to say, yeah, all of this money worked when you think about, you know, I mean,
Billy,
about 7 figures when you can manipulate all the things. They're like, yeah, but I mean, so
Billy, check your messages. I responded to you.
we should work on that, making sure we don't get delisted from there now. Because is up, I think, from here. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. I mean, if people want to sell, nobody has power like, you know, ROTHSCHILD that had a lot. Like, you know, and one that has a lot of tokens, they are here for long term. So I see Coco only going up, and we should go with it. If Coco, make sure, you know, you give all the chances for it to succeed. So I'm going to focus on that this week. And run some challenges and partnership. I think FOMO will come back because people will look at this kind of narrative. So we need to know that I'm very open on the kind of solutions we should have, you know, to improve the market cap, the price, you know, the volume, the activity. I already have a plan on what I'm going to do now, you know, for the next couple of days. They should do it. They should do it. I think I'm very bullish on Coco. You know, people love it. The OGs, everybody in the community loves Coco. No one, you know, I mean, they get really hurt by the price going so much low.
Billy, check your messages. I responded to you.
Very quickly. We have reached that so many times.
Oh, I see. Should I post it on my Instagram and Linktree? Instagram right now.
Like talking about the scenarios, one scenario is that the market goes up a little bit, then corrects even harder for maybe having a last
Instagram right now, Billy. I just responded.
or it's on up, you know, at the end of the year or January or February, something like that. That's one scenario. All the scenarios that it stays like a bit dry, unstable like it is with some correction.
Billy, check your messages. Instagram right now.
Because it depends on the whole, you know, the retail. At the end of the day, the run is defined by the retail, by the mass. You know, when millions of people, you know, start putting money, they need a reason for that. They need to be bullish. So it will depend on a lot of things. Rules of control. We'll just follow and adapt. As you guys know, to summarize, we have a big plan for Coco to take the price up, to continue to grow. We are going to release some new updates, the new version of XPad, and continue to work on that. And then, according to the market and everything, do some moves to attract people to have new launches to bring back to life. In the same time, I didn't tell you, but Yola, Jambo, and I were working on raising funds for XShot because once XBAT is ready, we only have to do the marketing now. The technical team will work on XShot, and I think XShot is the big deal because the launchpad will have volume when people want to launch, and so sometimes yes, sometimes no. But people will always trade, and maybe they will only sell, and you don't care because you take profits on the transactions. But you see the difference. This XRT is something that can be used 365 days a year, while XBAT will follow the cycles, the demand. Look at for me, for example, they were kind of dead last year when BNB was dead. Everybody was in Solana, and suddenly when the hype turned, Slowly became something big, huge. We're making crazy amount of money out of all the launches. So it's about cycles. When trading, even if it's get lower, it's always if people are not buying, they are selling, right? So what I want to say is that that's where it's easier for us to convince investors with the business model of XShot, and we have materialized it through some tools like Jumbo created like an app where people can make some assumptions, on how much volume XShot will get, how much fees to generate, and so on, and how much investors can get back. And we can see that we are on the right path. We were early also because when we started working on that, pathway was starting also, and we saw it, and we were like, watching the competition, but they were faster than us, and they got bought back by Pomfon. So that's a huge, huge, huge success for them. Congratulations, and it shows us that again, we have the good idea, we have the right idea. The problem is the execution. So how being able to be faster, and the only way I found is to have enough money. That's the only way. You want to be faster, you need more people. If you want more people, you need more money. So we're working on that. I'm very optimistic because right now, we started to talk, and they are very open to listening what we're doing, and that kind of investment, that's what they're looking for. Like, this is a business model. We know that we can acquire that part of the market and things to make, but we have to make some value, right? And being multi-chain. At the end, when I want to explain them, I say, okay, Binance, you use Binance, right? Easy for you to use, yeah, that's perfect, yes, okay. So we want the same thing, like you feel when you're on XShot. I mean, this is not exactly cool to say that, but because I don't like exchanges. But I'm talking about the user experience. I want them to be like they're on XShot. It's like they are on exchange. It's like it's home. Like everything is simple. They can convert. They can. I mean, because when you're on Binance, you're buying Coco or you're buying Shiba. You don't know that. A lot of people don't know that they are not on the same chain. It doesn't matter. It's like easy for them. So that's what we want to do. And I believe that DeFi is key. We need to work for that. We need to protect that idea, that vision, and being able to have that chance to be a bit out of the system, at least not what I know, or if it's not 100%, at least you have control of your money out there. I'm not going to enter in that kind of discussion because you already know, but maybe on another day. That's it, because I think it's enough. Right, man, you're here.
Okay, yes, I do have a question towards the last speaker, Cross. If he has just needed to answer my question. If okay, thank you. I am a Bitcoin community, and this is my name. That Bitcoin is the one who gave me that name. Just to present myself first. But the question towards crossover, I heard on
block to escape from the matrix by having income generated out of the system on a regular basis. It's about having passive income out of the system. So that's the vision now. Simplify the vision, but if you explain on the how, because this is interesting, being able to have passive income out of the system. Okay, sounds good, but how? And the answer is by creating communities that will help people make the right choices on chain. If I summarize it, creating tools to help people make better choices on chain. If you have to be specific about that, you can give an example like Extract. It's a tool also to allow you to buy faster than people and to know more about what you're going to buy because of all the analytics tools that will assist you for the decision making, whether you buy something or you sell something. I don't know if that makes sense. That's really easy how I explain it. Thank you so much. I think it's clear. Thanks. Well, thank you.
What up, Zoot?
Cross, we open it up to everybody now? Of course. Rabbi Rothschild, how you doing, bud? Welcome back.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Every day's a holiday, every meal's a feast. Do you mind if I share my project with everyone? Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm Rabbi Rothschild. If you don't know who I am, you will. I stream my life 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for world peace. I've been doing so for more than 4 years. My streams go back to the pandemic. We've seen the death of a queen, the birth of AI, the coronation of a king, and everything in between. This is a real life Truman Show, a real life Big Brother. This is a timeline and a time capsule of human achievement. In the 1990s, Bill Gates coined the phrase content is king, and I'm making it true today. In 2018, The Economist magazine stated that data had overtaken petroleum as Earth's number one resource, and I have more data archived on the internet than any person ever, which is making me very influential. I'm going viral, and when I do, I want to make you all, your friends, your family, financially independent. I'm going to ensure that you have generational wealth if you don't already, and I want you to be able to start charities and philanthropic organizations of your own. I'm unlike any influencer you're ever going to meet. I'm not live on one YouTube stream nor two YouTube streams. I'm live on over 20 simultaneous YouTube streams, 24 hours a day. You can watch my life in 360 degrees. I even have a ceiling camera. If you want to view my streams, the link is in my profile. Additionally, the link is in my pinned post. Also in my pinned post, you will find a link to my link tree. I dare you to look at my link tree. No one dares you to look at their link tree, but I do because I have more social media than any person ever. I have more content than any person ever. Also in my pinned post, you will find a link to my Discord. It's discord.me/rabbi. I invite you all to join. We have over 2,500 people and are growing every day. I want you to know, in addition to making you all wealthy and helping to promote world peace, I want to help to end world hunger through the use of technology such as agricultural drones, floating greenhouses, saltwater greenhouses, hydroponics, vertical farming, cloud seeding. I want to help end world thirst. I'm sponsored by a cryptocurrency that's worth about $100 million, and one of the things that we do is we build wells and water towers in developing nations such as Nigeria for the benefit of the less fortunate. Additionally, I'm an advocate for the Life Straw program, and most importantly, I am an advocate for desalination technology, where we pump Earth's seawater onto land to make it drinkable. If you're a reply guy, if you're a Web3 marketer, if you're a raider, you're a shiller, and you want a free mentor, coach, and friend, please send me a DM. I will respond. Send me a follow. I will follow you back. I want you all to know that I'm here to support you both personally and professionally. I am here to be a positive person in your life, to have an optimistic view on the future, and most importantly, I want to give people hope. And with that, I sincerely appreciate the opportunity to share.
Absolutely. I'm sorry, I forgot to turn the microphone off, and I was talking and didn't even realize it. Rabbi, I do have a question for you, my friend.
Go ahead.
And by the way, thanks for coming back and hanging up with us. I appreciate it. Now, of all the causes out there in the world, in the direction of world peace.
Certainly, that's the biggest issue that we have. And so, why not take on the largest challenge to humanity? I know, as someone who's a futurist, that eventually the plan is to get off world and to explore the cosmos. But in order to do so, we have to have peace at home. We've learned this in the past from civilizations that have done exploration, that it's very difficult for them to be able to explore when they have war on the homeland. Usually, their exploration is best conducted when there's peace at home, and the same is true here on Earth. We need leaders in the world peace movement. When I was a child, there were people and discussions of world peace that was the reason why we had World War II, and prior to that, World War One. These were supposed to be the wars to end all wars, and it ended up being eternal war. It seems like, and I don't want that. I don't think it's right for me to put my hands on you without your consent, and I don't think the you should be able to put your hands on me without my consent. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as treating others the way that you want to be treated. And if we can do that as neighbors, why can't we do that as countries? And I do my best to be a role model every single day for that type of mission.
Oh, wonderful. Very thorough, my friend, very thorough. Now, I'm going to ask you another question. Please don't take offense to this, but this comes from my business background. Whenever I was teaching or explaining new concepts or, new ideas, I always taught the wiffle, which is what's in it for me. So for you as an individual, your project, what is the wiffle?
So, what's in it for me, or what's in it for you?
For you, for Rabbi Rothschild.
Yeah. Well, I very much enjoy archiving history. It's very exciting to me. It's like I'm living in my own diary or my own journal. Every single moment of every single day for the last 4 years, I can go back and be able to study my life and tell a really beautiful story. But it's also allowed me to meet amazing individuals. And I've got to say that I don't think I would be on Twitter Spaces if I weren't promoting such a project that really just hadn't been my my forte in life. I wasn't really big on social media before the pandemic, but I realized that having the story of the world is really an exciting opportunity. There are other opportunities in it as well. There's the opportunity for me to perhaps be, maybe one day, not just a famous person, but the most famous person on earth. Now, that's not why I do it. I don't necessarily like to be all that famous, but I recognize that there's a lot of power that comes in that. There's a lot of opportunity that comes in that, an opportunity to do good and to help people. And I want to be able to do that with the perhaps the opportunities that come along with live streaming of my life. Additionally, I get frustrated with technology, and I'd like to be a leader in being able to streamline many aspects that we have in society. App crashes, batteries that die, basically the general. I don't want to use the word, but let's just say and blankification of society that comes. I know we have a family friendly space, but basically people are putting profits before people, and I'd like to be an advocate for people again. In the future, I really anticipate a world where we have hopefully more people who do what I try to do and try to make a positive impact on the world. And if I hadn't have done this, I would be what I was previously, a project management professional working for a Fortune 100, making six figures, enjoying a nice life. But there's the opportunity here that I can really help the world, and not only that, but perhaps transform myself and my bloodline into being extremely comfortable and perhaps very influential in the future. So there is definitely benefit in it for myself, but really, at the end of the day, it's very exciting for me to just have the archive of myself, and I look forward, God willing, to a day when I have children, wife and children, and be able to share my world with them.
Good stuff, my friend. Honest and transparent. I like that. And not to mention, it's you. We've thought about this. It seems like you thought this through. So, Rabbi, you're welcome to hang out as a speaker. Just in case anybody has any questions for you, please do so. So, Big Warrior Beauty, Cross, do either of you have a question for Rabbi, or Rabbi, do you have a question for Cross or any of the other speakers?
I would just like. Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to say that I appreciate the opportunity to be part of that space, and I just want to say thank you to you, Bitcoin, as well as the other two speakers that we heard. But recently, about the last thing I heard as a speech, it was something that really kind of touched my heart. It was about the whole motivation about the peace in the world, and I do agree.
I'll be there in a second.
Of this, that really the peace is something that should be the basic of everybody around the world. We should build everything on the word peace, because I think if people have peace with themselves, with others, or around them in the whole world, then everything will be fine for everyone, really. Because if we build anything else, but we don't have the right foundation, and this is the word peace, in that way, everything will be just not on the right track. That's what I think. Thank you.
Good stuff. Guys and girls, I'm going to go ahead and open this up to the men. Anybody else want to come on up, say hello? Have a question for us, question for Rabbi? Anybody want to come on up on this Thanksgiving and Thursday and say a few things? You know, I will start that. Number one, I'm thankful for Jesus. You know, it is known. I don't keep it a secret that I am a Christian, and I am a Christian, and I'm thankful for my relationship with him. And you know, that I'm thankful for Big Warrior Beauty. You know, she is the best part of my life. It really helps me enjoy life. And I'm thankful for this wonderful community that we have. You know, we've been through some ups and downs in 2 years, right? We've hit euphoria. I had 100 mil. We hit depression at 100K, right? But you know what? We're still here together, and I'm quite thankful for that. So, anybody else want to come on up and say hello or say what their name is?
I will add to that. I'm very thankful to be able to be here with all of you, to be happy, to be healthy, to have uh, a grounded life, um, rationally, spiritually. I am appreciative for my education, for my family, for my friends, for my community, and really the opportunities that perhaps exist in the future. So thank you for the opportunity to share.
Anybody else want to come on up and say what they think or have a question for any of the speakers? You know, it's not often that I allow you to ask my wife questions, but she's here. If you want to ask, what is it like living with this guy who has all these crazy dad jokes? Oh boy, please don't ask me. But you're welcome to. I give you the opportunity. While you're thinking, you're contemplating, let me go ahead and say hello to anybody I missed. If I missed you, I apologize. But Zoldy, I didn't say hello. David, KB, Diddy, Molo, Stig, Jackal, Monty Crypto, DQ, Ricardo, Hilarious, G-Man is here. Alex is here. Posse, Little O. Let me see, did I miss anybody? I saw BB in here earlier. KP7 is in here. Anybody I missed, I apologize, but hello to you and happy Thanksgiving. So, guys and girls, come on up, say hello. I know Ross only has about 10 more minutes, then he said he has something to go on, so look, he's giving you an opportunity to come on up and just point blank and ask questions. All right, nothing? Well, we'll go ahead come on out. And the next band definitely is related to Xers and Logos performance. And I'm sorry, Xers and Xenio's performance. Coco, we're looking at, he is quite thankful and it is so resilient. We are still listed on Vaccine Gate in the assessment zones, and he's working on us not getting listed. That is his goal for the next week. By the way, if you have any solutions, go ahead and send them to him, okay? He didn't say that, but I hope he's not mad at me. Anyhow, he is his exact words, very optimistic with expand next shot. Exact words. And to summarize Rabbi, he is on a quest to document the history of our time. He is on a quest to bring peace. If you want to connect with him, you are welcome to. Anyhow, everybody, happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope you have an amazing day. And my plan is to see you next Thursday. All right, see you, everybody. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you, David. Let's see you guys.
You should want to be more than that, period. You should want to be a social media marketer, period. Raid team leader does not pay well, period. Social media marketer does, period. Do you want help being a social media marketer for free, question mark?
Oh, wow, okay. Oh, ROTHSCHILD.
Now you got my attention. Well, now I'm gonna.
That could be edited into something else. Man, no, zoom in. It looks like a. It's like a growth. It looks like a pimple that needs to be popped on it. Welcome back to Pimple Poppers. Pimple talk. That's disgusting. Hey, you got a little blackhead on your back too. It doesn't. It looks like a gigantic growth in the back of his head. Yeah. Like a cartoon. He like Wile E. Coyote. He ate an ant. Looks like Cooney the Graves. Right out of his under one, but on the back of his head. Oh, fat. All that happens to all the
Now, you can't stroll to the ball. My thing was hustling. You can't stroll. You know my last name? Yeah. I'm Mr. Hustling. Yeah. But, yeah, you're going to walk in. We're playing against 12. You're going to run by 1, and you're going to, no, you're Joe Cole. Yeah. Well, let me introduce you to Big Brown. Now it's not popping. Now it's
maybe not even ironically, but it might just be very funny. I want one of my friends to say that about their kid. They get mad at their kid. Oh, let me introduce you to Big Brown. Oh, you're Joe Cool. What? He said that? That's awesome. To kids. Oh, my bad. You're Joe Cool today. It's too much.
You're Joe Cool.
I want to say that. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know you guys were Joe Cool. Okay.
Let me introduce you to Big Brown.
Let me introduce you to my team. Let me introduce you to Big Brown. Oh, you get their Joe Cool. Okay. Well, let me introduce you to Big Brown. Here comes Donato. This is like a part of a documentary. I don't want to do this for real because I feel like I was but it would be kind of funny to just play this character in baseball game with me, where I just act like him. Like, anybody think of Joe Cool? And I just like getting his shit. Oh,
said
I
it.
can't. I go to the team. I go, oh, the team. Are you
Yeah,
really
active
listeners?
blind counselors and 500 patients as well. It's huge.
We are not.
Pass over the mic.
This is serious, okay? Look, a lot of you, I can see your dad. Right? Like your dad is. I get it. I get why you're not trying, but you look at your dad. That's all I got.
Have the mic for that.
It looks like a fucking turkey.
I saw him and I said to him, I should have said, and I forgot his team was listening. It was conditional. The coaches were listening. That was bad. Check this out. Now we're playing. No effort. It's fun.
Gigantic growth. And I know this. You have a giant pimple on the back of your head. The kids keep saying, Papa, that's good. Your pimple on the back of your neck has arrows. It's like another head. Its head is going back in here.
Oh, you want to be joyful?
I think so. I mean, you got walk in the ball. I don't like to take up the trash. It's not running. Let me introduce you to this it's not it for anybody. She's she's drinking. She's going she's going to Starbucks. They'll give you one. No, I want a bag. Dude, you sit like that when you just were
For sure, bro, for sure. It's a great place to connect from. Absolutely. For direct connection, conversation. Without that back and forth, putting your voice behind the gameplay, bro. It's so nice, bro. It's very cool. Absolutely remember, bro, what people are cooking there, like, we get to Rabbi, bro. You hear from him, but I don't know if you guys remember. That's what people don't see when you get on the timeline and whatnot, but we know what he does because he comes on his space and, he talks about what he does. But before we go to him, bro, I do want to go to my boy Tech, who's got his hand up. Go right ahead, Tech. The mic is yours, bro.
She's one of the best podcasts that ever done. But you will not say.
We'll definitely talk about that, bro, throughout the stage. But let me go. If you don't have a question, bro, let me pass the mic over to Rabbi, bro. See what's got going on, and then we'll definitely talk about this, bro.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, BMs. Thank you, everyone, for allowing me to be here. I'm Rabbi Rothschild. If you don't know who I am, you will. I stream my life 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for world peace. I've been doing so for more than back to the pandemic. We've seen the death of a queen, the birth of AI, the coronation of a king, and everything in between. This is a real life Truman Show, a real life Big Brother. This is a timeline and a time capsule of human achievement. In the 1990s, Bill Gates coined the phrase content is king, and I'm making it true today. I'm king of the internet. This is the biggest event in global history, and here's why. In 2018, The Economist magazine stated that data had overtaken petroleum as Earth's number one resource, and I have more data archived on the internet than any person ever, which is making me very influential. I'm financially independent if you're not already. I want to ensure that you have generational wealth if you don't already, and I want you to be able to start charities and philanthropic organizations of your own. I'm unlike any influencer you're ever going to meet. I'm not live on one YouTube stream nor two YouTube streams. I'm live on over 20 simultaneous YouTube streams 24 hours a day. You can view my life in 360 degrees. I even have a ceiling camera. If you're interested in viewing my streams, the link is in my profile. Additionally, the YouTube links are in my pinned post. You'll also find in that pinned post a link to my Linktree. I dare you to look at my Linktree. No one dares you to look at their Linktree, but I do because I have more social media than any person on earth. I have more content than any person on earth. You will also find a link to my Discord, which is discord.me/rabbi. We have over 2,500 people in the Discord and continue to grow stronger with each day. We invite you to join. You can connect with me 24 hours a day in that Discord. Additionally, I want you to know that I want to make you rich, of course, and ensure that we promote world peace, but I want to ensure that we end world hunger as well through the use of technology such as agricultural drones, floating greenhouses, saltwater greenhouses, hydroponics, vertical farming, cloud seeding. I want to help end world thirst. I'm sponsored by a cryptocurrency that's worth about $100 million, and one of the things that we do is we build wells and water towers in developing nations such as Nigeria for the benefit of the less fortunate. Additionally, I'm an advocate for the LifeStar program and, most importantly, desalination technology, where we pump Earth's seawater onto land to make it drinkable. If you're a reply guy, if you're a Web3 marketer, if you are a raider, a shiller, and you want a free mentor, coach, and friend, send me a DM. I'd love to connect with you. Send me a follow. I will follow you back. I want you all to know that I'm here to support you both personally and professionally. I'm here to be a positive person in your life. I'm here to have an optimistic view on the future. And most importantly, I want to give people hope. And with that, I sincerely appreciate the opportunity to share.
Yo, Rabbi, we always appreciate you, bro. I love hearing what you got going on, bro. This is probably the most unique project or most unique thing that I've heard about, bro, while being on this X thing, bro. Like, yo, you said you stream 24/7, bro, for the few years, bro. You imagine all that information, the data, the things that you really talked about, bro, the spaces that you've been on, bro. It's incredible, bro, just seeing that you're putting in all that work, bro. You know, you're super, that's what, bro, you're super locked in, bro. You're absolutely locked in, bro. Yo, take notes, fam. Take notes, yo. Be a scientist of your own voice, bro. Yo, be a scientist of your own content, fam. You know, test it, bro. Every post is a test, bro. Every time you speak is a test, bro. Every metric, bro. Everything is a test here, bro. You know, and you know what I'm saying, bro. Don't just yo keep grinding, bro. Keep putting in that work, bro. Truly care about what you do. You know what I mean? The data is king, bro. You know, data has taken over as the number one resource on planet, bro. You heard? You know what I'm saying, bro? The more data you put out there, bro, the higher chance, bro, that you're gonna do well, bro, in this space, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah, and data is useless without consistency, bro. Rabbi is showing up daily, bro. Throughout the day, bro. Throughout the years, bro. Throughout the months, bro. You know, good days, bad days, bro. Showing up, bro. Putting in the work, grinding. And he's asking you to, bro, network with him in different places. You know, take notes there, bro. He's saying, girl, connect with me in step up to Discord, bro. You know. So he goes on different spaces, bro. Talks about himself, bro. He's bullish on himself, bro. You know, there's something to take away from that, bro. You must believe in the message first, bro. What you got going on, bro. You know, so your voice, your perspective, bro. Your unique knowledge, bro. That is the true currency, bro. You have to keep that in mind, bro. That is the true currency, bro. Who you are, bro. You know, you're not just posting to entertain, bro. You're posting to make an impact, bro. You're posting to educate people, bro. You're posting to inspire people, bro. Never lose sight of that mission. You know what I'm saying? And I believe, bro, Rabbi, you're gonna inspire a lot of people, bro, because of what you're doing, bro. Because you're showing up daily, grinding, bro. You're talking about that, bro. We're bullish on that energy, bro. I show people that are grinding, bro. Build them, bro. Build them up, bro. Support others, and you're gonna get supported. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, we're gonna remember these conversations, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? We'll look back maybe a year later, bro. We'll talk about this, bro. Yo, Rabbi used to show up, bro, in 2025. In November, bro. Next year, 2026, bro. Let's see, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he'll still be cooking, bro. He'll still be on live streams, bro. I've checked out his YouTube live streams, bro. He waved at us while we were. You can go on his YouTube right now, search him up. And bro, he'll be in this space, he'll be talking and he'll wave at you, bro. He'll speak and wave at you, bro. Like he's putting in that work, bro. Just take this seriously, bro. Apply it to, take action, bro, and keep adding value, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Appreciate you, Rabbi, pulling up and letting us know, bro, what you're cooking. I always appreciate you pulling up, bro.
Thank you so much for your kind words. Thank you so much for making this opportunity available to the community. You're amazing. Thank you so much, Beams.
Anytime, brother, anytime. You pass the mic over to Reply Guy. He's got his hand up. Your Reply Guy, what's cooking, my GGM? What's up, my G? How you guys doing? Shout out, we're absolutely blessed, bro. Absolutely blessed to be grinding here, bringing that work. How you doing? I'm good, yeah. So I legit was the first time. I see you gotta do some work, so I'm really gonna do it here. So firstly, I was gonna take all of you up in this space. You guys are really trying. I was shout to you guys. You guys are very amazing. You guys are awesome. So I will show myself in this space, like for my name, Black Guy. So I fly to post next, yes, really I'm a Black Guy. I make content creator in case you need some funny content for your project, some memes content, some video for project, you can talk to me. In case also you need some community more that are here, make your chat clean, you understand? I'm top of that, yeah. So I would just let everyone, all the speakers, all the hosts, in the space, so that I hope you guys will be glad. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, you're absolutely welcome, bro. Appreciate you coming up here and chilling yourself, bro. Much love. We'll bring up another speaker, bro. We got one more space, so there we go. If anyone wants to speak, bro, feel free to put your hand up, bro. But yeah, bro, we're here, bro, grinding and trying to get the best of the best, bro. That's gonna mean, bro, we gotta just stay locked in, bro. We gotta go deeper than others are willing to go for insight, bro. It means that we gotta show up with value that others simply aren't willing to provide, bro. It's about, bro, getting to the peak performance, bro. It's not just, beating the competition or beating the old version of yourself, bro. It's being, go above and beyond, bro. Just go above and beyond, put in that work, bro. And you can't do it by, treating others or bringing others down, bro. Treating them horrible. You gotta do it by bringing others with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You become the best, bro, by surrounding yourself with other people who are also locked in with the same goals, bro. You know what I'm saying? They help you, you help them, bro. Everyone wins together, people lose their,
That BMS, I love you, my man. You say, bro, maybe more than any person I've ever heard. I'll probably say dog more than anybody else I've ever heard, so whatevs. Dog. My dick itches.
am only going for everybody. GM. So I am Chain Girl, and the content writer has to be, growth. I am growth growing paint. I am weak, and I've learned so much, and I would like you to join me on this journey of teaching you to be you. Because I know some people who learn so many complex inventory, and you don't know the use such things like NFTs and crypto projects and everything. So if you follow me, you're going to be getting a simplified knowledge on that. I'll be teaching it in a way that you will understand it. Like before my first student is going to understand it, and I know that start from today to start documenting everything. And also you can follow us on those websites so you can learn more without putting everything. Thank you so much. And if you follow, I'm going to come back. Thank you. Knowledge wise, money wise, connection wise, network wise, everything like all around you, right? So, which is the community, they should be out of the same thing. I don't want my another community people to go out there, but I would say we are all unique people, so come to the community and come and do connect to us. We have a very, very strong, we have this spirit of you should join us, right? And if you feel like really not know somebody that needs help, try to follow somebody that is perhaps to help them and it's practice. But you will not there's a department of compassion that's especially really if that's what it means. Whereas the knowledge, the guidance,
There.
just about specialize on community building, social media for your active projects. I also have final projects. Now we get some to learn more about scripting and in fragrance. Thank you. Thank you so much for that comment. What personality do you actually, like I said earlier, I mean, who's explain, who's aspirants, we specialize in community building, building vibrant community projects, not only be competitive, thereby invite many projects like that. Also specialize in building projects, example, big yard, building projects, real categories, also having engagement with their projects. So that's what we do for this space. Thank you. Also, thank you so much. Then you got to follow my bro. So let's follow my bro. Very different. Anyways, let me hear from Jim. Took me to go over things what I do. So I'll start with currently have a crypto college where we educate and onboard newbies on crypto. Currently working on the foundational book for cryptocurrency. Already have I think I already have a topic on the intro to blockchain, Web3, cryptocurrency. We have a topic on what is blockchain, we have a topic on what is cryptocurrency, and this weekend, the next topic is what is Web3. Now, all these things will be compounded together. That will be launched next week, next year. But in on WhatsApp, I release each of these notes on a weekly basis. Today, we released what is cryptocurrency. It's in 21 pages. It's going to give us foundational knowledge on what cryptocurrency is about. I'm very fascinated. Space I've been around in space for close to a decade, so I've got rich knowledge on what is happening. And I'm also a technical writer. I have a white paper. I wrote, I think, almost 40 pages of white paper, so that tells I have a lot of technical knowledge, even though I don't code. Then I'm also a founder. Yeah, I've got a project working on it. It's an exchange ecosystem. The MVPs are available, but currently on the fundraising side, looking for investment for me launch next year. Hopefully we'll launch it next year. So it's called OpenX, that's Open Exchange. Yeah, it's on the MVP stage. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, and also I'm a close strategist. I've worked a couple of projects in the past, close to 10 projects. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, we're going to get the That's what I need to know about Web3. I don't like my cryptocurrency on Forex. For beginners, I see the issue we have beginners and just weekends. We don't have our time. That we can't even deal directly. So I'm saying something like having this idea, or even as a beginner. The idea for me happy when they say the kids have to speak up for some reason that's the show. And I hate everybody adapt to that. This is really important to me. So I really appreciate being here. You see, if everybody can really need to follow back and help each other. So that'll just be. And I'm also a professional barber for December. There's a base in Abuja in case anybody wants to buy. You can have my page. I have like two posted on there. To relax. About clean cut without hair down. So that's all. Thank you so much for the time. Alright, Kim, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. I think this is the first time I'm working on Syndicate Space. It's the first time I'm working on my space with IAM area. How I got to know about this space is that I thought of my thesis one for her. And ever since she's been the person I've been following her up. And I was just doing my normal dating grind and I saw that there's a space coming and I decided to join to connect with people. So the new IAM Web3 was a pro coordinator and a pro community manager. So what I do in the Web3 space is I help projects manage their community, event to onboard projects, this IRL events. Okay, I've hosted a couple of events here from this part of Nigeria and quite states, real precisely. I also founder of a project, I'm also a co-founder rather. Our project is called GUINNESS. So our use 20 seconds to explain it. So GUINNESS is a project that connects developers to jobbers. So over time, all of us here now, one of us are experienced boosting from there to understand when you get the job done, and over time, there just knocks off and goes over with your phone or something like that, or after you don't work for them, very money, they can use speech until I will understand. So I and my founder, we just came together and said, okay, fine, it's time to do this code. So what we do is our project is to connect them to jobbers. So what we do is we are using escrow as our form of payment for the project. So then they present money in the escrow, and the escrow now make sure that the jobber has done the job, and once the developers have done the job now, the escrow now release the money to the jobber. So you have no ghosting, no running away with your funds, you are safe, and I also want to appreciate service. I'm also a trader. I trade synthetics in the right. I'm also very familiar. Synthetics is another branch of forex for those of us that are familiar with it. So I trade fixed 75 and 75 models the right. So that's also one of the things I do. So we also know good things. So yeah, if you want to know more about my project and my peoples, my bio, and our white paper is there too. So we are currently planning to launch this year or next year. We're just waiting for funds and our partnership. So we're currently working with Victor's Global. They're working on something. We also got our landing page ready and similar post about the project. So we are cooking behind the scene, behind closed doors, and we are coming to stop the expo. So it's an honor to be here. I was following up. I want to follow up with everybody here, but I'm really slowly so that I don't want to go into take down where I can. Alright, thank you very much. Thank you so much, Daniel. And I'm very sure everybody on here will understand that. think I'm going to can I? Okay, I want to say something briefly for 10 seconds. Can I? Just have like 20 seconds. Okay, also, there's also one thing I want to add on for those of us that are like me that are giving like face down. I had to Victoria said that I just want to add to what she said. What the best thing to do in replacement is to build connecting. She said something about somebody doing a giveaway for just speaking on his face. I commented in my event that was not paid and out there. I wanted to have a big event that I didn't even pay me. I just decided to just show up there and I go for the collection that I'm still eating from till date. So yeah, that is just one of the things I have for newbies like me in the Web3 space here. Alright, thank you so much, Daniel. Thank you so much for share advice and experience on this place. I think it's right time we actually break it down a bit. Yes, let's break it down a bit because we've been hearing from all the audience this morning. So I want to hear from my team right now. I think in the next 10 minutes before we actually continue with the shows and beginnings of forecast. So if you're here right now, I want you to go to that pop-up bill. Go make some comments, drop that your friends, like please before we friends. Enemies, I'm here live. It's true. We are here to give you and right now, I want you to go to the what's it called? To the bookmarks. I want you guys to go and tap on bookmarks. I think I have Mark here with me. I would like Mark to actually say big shout out to people that have actually posted this space, that have actually making good comments. Mark don't disappear. Anyways, I'm going to hold that for a while. Let's just so what can you say about the market right now? The crypto market is suffering. What's your advice? For me, I think this morning when I wake up and when I check the market, I find out exactly 90k, going to 91k. Which says,
Zoot, quit leaving.
because everybody's always complaining when the market is going down. You're always complaining when the market is
Zoot,
you cannot bear the pressure. I think you just think
how are you?
Good. Alright. Robert, I'm dancing with the stars.
I know we called that like a long time ago.
Okay.
There's it.
I want to say that
We don't call everything Zoot, but we called that effort. We had that one.
5 years he'll be bigger than Steve Irwin.
Oh yeah, definitely. But Steve Irwin wasn't that big, at least not in the United States. He was still like kind of a B-list celebrity. But I think Robert Irwin has a chance to be an A-list celebrity.
In Australia, Steve Irwin was probably the equivalent to Michael Jackson. But you can. The thing about Robert Irwin is he's a product of nepotism, but Steve Irwin is also a product of nepotism, so it's kind of written that he was always meant to be a star. Like, Steve Irwin inherited. I mean, he did his own, like, he became a TV personality on his own, but he inherited Australia Zoo from his dad, who was named Bob Irwin. That's where Robert got his name from.
There you go. All right, so are you going to be able to wait 10 minutes for me to speak in this space?
Yeah.
Okay. I can talk to you. I'm about to speak, and then we'll go. I'm at 1,700 followers, dude.
Yeah.
Right. My goal is to get 4,000. I've never had well, I had one account with 10,000, but that got banned. But yeah, no, 2,000, yeah, definitely. All right. So do they show Dancing with the Stars in Australia?
No, they had their own version.
Oh, so they don't. Even though Robert Irwin was on the American one, they don't show it in Australia. Well, that stinks. If you had an offer to be on Dancing with the Stars, would you go on it?
How much you get paid?
You would actually want to
Let's say $0.
how to join the community, to prepare yourself as a great cook or to secure a position for yourself. So yes, I will be sending it to the Jumbotron. Not long from now, so expect it. Thanks for being here.
Probably not.
Okay, just one moment. I think they're gonna let me speak. Dude, what the fuck?
She's working already. So I'll get her back on the speaker in a minute. So I think Mark is back in the comment section. Sorry, in the listener section. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to come up in a minute to answer Victoria's question back. Okay, so just give me a minute while I tell you why invites us closed. Okay, Victoria, please can you confirm if you are back on the speaker already? Victoria, you are not audible. Can you speak now? What's going on? I feel like Victoria is bleeding so bad. Koringo, can you hear Victoria? Frankly, I cannot actually. I can see her speaker is turned off. Okay, Victoria, can you guys speak now? I think she's back. This is crazy. Anyways, let's hold on while we actually hear from Victoria later. I think we have some new set of speakers here on the speaker room. So you know how we did here. Make sure you're following the team account and I'll pull you up. And when you get there, just have a minute to show yourself and why you think we should follow you. So let's hear from Mr. Elia. Mr. Elia. Alright, Jem syndicate, Jem to me, Jem to my idolo. I'm Mark and Korengo, they're my main idols in the Methodist space. Jem to Madam Victoria, she has done a great job and I'm excited to come across amazing people and I'm excited to be a founding member of this syndicate. Like, I am a real artist. You cultists. I don't mean normal cultists. Like I'm from the Gym cults. That's where, I got to learn about and that's really I got to choose my own niche in the space. I love Rogan. I love what I call it. It's perfect. And I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. And every time I go there, I feel joy in my heart. So if only people would ask some other shit. Here's the attitude. Understanding how partnership works. What's up? Just let them know what you say. They act like it's nothing. Like it's a great job. London. Hello, Mr. Really? I bring my opener to a single outstretched outside of 1,000 watching. I'm praying. I hope no one is watching. I feel an energy behind me. Logan is standing there watching you bomb like this. Anyways, you're welcome. You guys should actually check out Mr. Elia. I think this price is giving. You can actually just follow and watch out for building. Yeah, they are all here to go and build together. So, anytime you should actually follow him, Mr. Elia, let's get building. Let me hear from Victoria. Victoria, are you back? Victoria, are you back? Alright, in the absence of Victoria being back, probably she is having this device. I don't know, probably because she said she was doing it. Oh, yeah, I can hear you. Are you back? Yes, I think it's my earphone. Yeah, I noticed. Okay, let me just give you a minute to actually say to you because I wanted to ask you a question because an NFT, I saw you posted an NFT like 2 weeks back and I wanted to ask you a question regards NFT on the space. So let me quickly hear from Rabbi and I will go to you, then I'll go back to Victoria.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm Rabbi Rothschild. If you don't know who I am, you will. I stream my life 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for world peace. I've been doing so for more than 4 years. My streams go back to the pandemic. We've seen the death of a queen, the birth of AI, the coronation of a king, and everything in between. This is a real life Truman Show, a real life Big Brother. This is a timeline and a time capsule of human achievement. In the 1990s, Bill Gates coined the phrase content is king, and I'm making it true today. I'm king of the internet. This is the biggest event in global history. And here's why. In 2018, The Economist magazine stated that data had overtaken petroleum as its number one resource, and I have more data archived on the internet than any person ever. And I'm going viral, and when I do, I want to make you, your friends, your family all financially independent. I want to ensure that you have generational wealth, and I want you to be able to start charities and philanthropic organizations of your own. I'm unlike any influencer you're ever going to meet. I'm not live on one YouTube stream nor two YouTube streams. I'm live on over 20 simultaneous YouTube streams 24 hours a day. You can even watch me from a ceiling. If you wish, my link is in my profile. Additionally, you can view my link tree. I dare you to look at my link tree. I have more social media than any person ever. I have more content than any person ever. I invite you to join my Discord as well. The link's in my pinned post. In addition to wanting to make you all wealthy and promoting world peace, I want to help end world thirst through the project with which who sponsors me. It's worth about $100 million, and one of the things that we do is we build wells and water towers in developing nations such as Nigeria for the benefit of the less fortunate. If you're a reply guy, if you're a shiller, if you're a Web3 marketer, and you want a free mentor, coach, and friend, send me a DM. I will respond. Send me a follow. I will follow you back. I want you all to know that I'm here to support you both personally and professionally. I'm here to be a positive person in your life. I'm here to have an optimistic view on the future, and most of all, I want to give people hope. And with that, I sincerely appreciate the opportunity to share.
Awesome, Robbie. Awesome, Robbie. Thank you for the announcement. So let me go to Jim. Okay. Jim, everybody. Jim, homie. Jim, Joe. Jim, Mark, Gringo. Jim, Vic. Jim, JB. Everyone speaks Jim. I really appreciate this opportunity to get on the mic and speak. Okay, Robbie, I really need to learn how you do that, saying the same, lines every day. I'm almost to that, the way you say that. I'd like to learn it. And also, I want to say, I actually just opened a space and spoke before I joined this one. And I want to say my writing and my speaking skill have been improving on it. So it's because of you guys, the opportunity you give me each day, opening up space, trying to speak. And I want to say a very big thank you. And if you don't know, I'm learning product design. I'm upskilling as a product designer and also enhancing my skill as a writer. You can do also check out my content and leave a good or bad review. Just leave a honest review, at least to know where I'm improving on it. So thank you. That's pretty much all I need to say. Thank you very much for the opportunity. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, and you're welcome. If you're actually looking for to follow those two, make sure you do that right now before you leave the panel. Everybody on the panel, top charts, and I expect you guys to be following every single day. We are here every day. And if you actually someone here that actually needs to follow, I want to speak, do also come up on the speaker. It's actually for my listening to everybody. We all have to do this, please. Nobody's perfect here, and nobody's separated able to speak. Everybody's going to speak around this topic. We can maybe you have to discuss, follow the members and follow the syndicate that comes out. And here you actually posted this space. Anyways, I think Victoria is back. Let me get to Victoria now. Are you back?
You will become a social media manager, period. You will post for people and they will pay you, period. Over time, comma, you could make hundreds of thousands of dollars doing this, potentially, period.
The common mothership is so tight knit. Right. So, and it's I also heard it's not from that materialistic. Inside the mothership, it's baby seals.
I love Rogan. I love the club. I think it's perfect. And I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea. And every time I go there, I feel joy in my heart. Well, they ever brought someone at the mothership. Here's the attitude. Let's take a look. Hey, what's up? Like, what city you say? They act like it's nothing like it's a from.
You want to have this social media so you have many places to be able to promote yourself, comma, promote your customers, comma, to rank highly in social media, comma, AI, comma, and search engines, period. Welcome. Sheldon, can you hear me? Sheldon, can you hear me? Sheldon, I'm typing to you right now. Can you hear me? Sheldon. Sheldon, can you hear me? If you can't hear me, or if you can't hear me, leave and come back and see if that fixes your microphone. I just sent you a message, Sheldon. Let me know if that makes sense to you.
Really? I bring my opener to put a teaser on a French show. It's having a rough set. I'm sitting down and watching. I'm praying. I'm going, I hope no one's watching this. I feel the energy behind me. Standing there watching me fall like this.
Hello. Hilly. Can you hear me, big man? Hilly. Hilly, talk to me. Hilly. All right, send me a message. Oh, you wanted me to check your. You wanted me to check Discord. Just one moment, Billy. Billy, I thought you sent me a message in Discord. That's okay. Don't send it to me in Twitter. Haley, you gonna send me a message? Okay, Sheldon sent me a message. Excellent. Period. Keep me posted. Period. I'm here if you ever need any help. Period. All right, Sheldon. Keep me posted. I know what you're gonna be doing. Haley, dog, can you hear me? Haley, send me a message. I'll communicate with you via DMs if you need. Zoot, are you ready?
For what?
To lose?
Are you ready to die?
No. Are you ready?
Hey, Rabbi.
Yes, sir. What's up, Zoot? Zoot, the most impatient person, perhaps, in this server.
What patient?
Dog, you are super impatient. All right, are you ready?
Yeah. Rabbi.
What up, baby?
What do you think happens to Robert next? What do you think he does next?
Maybe he gets his own show, and it could be on something bigger than Animal Planet. Maybe like something on Peacock, and it kind of becomes a phenomenon.
He owns Australia Zoo. Well, his mum owns Australia Zoo. So, yeah.
I mean, is that big of a money maker?
Um, what's the zoo called in New York?
New York City doesn't really have a zoo that's famous. Like the most famous zoo in the United States is San Diego Zoo.
Okay, San Diego Zoo.
Yeah,
How big is that?
but it has like a theme park and stuff. It has like
Yeah.
a safari and stuff.
So does. Oh, I don't know what Australia is. That's Spain Park. Everyone.
Do they have elephants there?
Probably. I mean, what's the most popular? What's the most popular state place in America?
State? I mean, California has the largest population.
But like, what's like the most popular building to visit?
In the United States?
Not building, but like the state or like tourist attraction.
There's an argument. It probably doesn't have the most amount of people, but like Disney World's pretty big. I mean, I prefer Disneyland. Well, I shouldn't say that. I like Disneyland because I would go there as a little kid, and it's close. But Disney World's bigger, and there's more to do at Disney World. What shot was that?
Australia Zoo would probably be like
Australia Zoo is not the most popular tourist attraction in I'll show you that. It's like
No.
Sydney Opera House is number one
No.
for sure. It's the most well known identifying building of all of Australia. What's bigger than Sydney Opera House?
Those bigger than Sydney Opera House.
What Australian building or anything is bigger than Sydney Opera House? I mean, people don't really know that much about Australia, especially about its architecture. The Sydney Opera House is the only thing that people know because it looks like a dish, like a sink full of dishes, or like dishes on a dry rack. I think it's a pretty building, but not a lot of people like it. I mean, some people don't like it. Oh, come on. What building?
There is something big about it.
No. It's a building?
I'm trying to. Not a building, but there is a tourist attraction that's good.
The Great Barrier Reef?
That's pretty big. But not a big
The Outback?
no, it's in Sydney.
No. No. The Sydney Opera House is the biggest tourist attraction in Australia. Or it's at least.
Probably.
Yeah, but doesn't that go right by the Sydney Opera House?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I should have just said Sydney Harbor. But no, Tower Bridge is still not as big as the Sydney Opera House. You could show that bridge to 100 Americans and like less than 3 would know it. But at least the Sydney Opera House. Have I ever been to Sydney? No, I've not been to Sydney. I'd like to. I think it's a pretty city. But it's not like I've seen the Tower Bridge and it's nice, but it's not as identifiable as the oh come on, as the Sydney Opera House. Sydney Opera House is huge. Why aren't you recognizing that that is your biggest fucking tourist attraction? It'd be like me like saying like the Empire State Building isn't New York City's biggest landmark. I mean, like it basically is. What do you have?
Because they're bigger.
Nothing is bigger on that whole continent from a recognizability standpoint than Sydney Opera House. What's the biggest tourist attraction or building of New Zealand?
You played the Lord of the Rings was filmed.
Yeah, that's a good. That's not bad. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Like there are people who
Literally, New Zealand is known for the Lord of the Rings in shape. It's known for the biggest thing that ever happened in New Zealand was the Lord of the Rings.
yeah. So this isn't a building per se, but it's kind of I think of a cool thing. New Zealand has the steepest road in the world, and I think that's really cool.
You know what? They should have filmed the Wizard of Oz in Australia.
They should have filmed that. I mean, isn't Australia pretty flat?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, it could still work.
Did you know that in the book, there's a book where Dorothy, after the Wizard of Oz, the book, I think it's after the book after Wizard of Oz, Dorothy goes to Australia.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you know this, but
In the book,
Australia's nickname is Oz.
yeah.
And do you know what that means?
What?
Power. So Dorothy goes to Australia after um well, what do they consider Oz? Was it on Earth? Oz was not on Earth?
No.
Well, I guess Kansas was like an Earth place where they were. So Australia could be, I guess.
All of it is just Dorothy's imagination. It's a dream.
The whole thing's a dream?
Yeah.
Yeah, I recall that. Um, did you ever see the um it's called it's like where they sync up the songs from Pink Floyd and The Wizard of Oz?
Um,
Dog, it's so sick.
but Wicked isn't canon, but Wicked is like the Wicked musical movie that just came out. They're not considered canon, but like they're their own
Is it what the fuck is this shit?
version. Right?
Oh, dog. Are you gonna see Wicked for good?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You fucking love The Wizard of Oz.
I saw it yesterday. Do you want my opinion?
Yeah, I'd love it.
Spoilers or no spoilers?
What'd you say?
Spoilers or no spoilers?
You can give me spoilers.
Okay, the biggest issue is none of the songs are really memorable because, like, well, there's only one song that's memorable, and all the others just I can't. There's the song at the start that's memorable, and then there's the song in the middle that's memorable. The whole thing, right? When they're in like a big plot of the story, they just break out into a like they break out into a music number that's like not really that good. It's just filler. Like they'll be in the plot of the story, they'll be important to the story, and then they just break out into a music number, and then like it's just like, oh, okay, but like you forgot about that guy going that location, and then this is a spoiler. Like, so the whole point is to make the wicked witch not seem so wicked, but in doing that, they don't really show like she does fucking horrible things, but they don't show the horrible things that they do that she does, and they just go over it, make her look better than she actually is. Like she's fucking torturing a little girl, and like they make it look like she's a good character when she's doing like evil shit the whole time. And it's like, okay, we're just gonna break out into a musical because this bitch is doing an evil thing. And it's like, okay.
Is there a good witch? Who plays the Good Witch?
Okay.
Who plays the Good Witch?
Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande is Glinda.
That's the Good Witch?
Yeah, but in Wicked, she's not the Good Witch.
Who plays Dorothy?
I don't know.
Is Dorothy in the movie?
Technically, yes. Just her the back of her head.
Oh, so they keep the like what's her name? They like try to not screw with the original one. Okay. So
And that's what the biggest issue of the movie comes in. They skip over things from the Wizard of Oz. They expect you to know what happens to the Wizard of Oz. And they skip over characters from the Wizard of Oz.
does Jeff Goldblum play the wizard?
I think so.
Okay, and is there a lion and a Tin Man?
Yep.
Who is that lady? Who's that Asian lady? What does she play?
I can't remember what she plays, but she's connected to the Disney.
Okay, and like in the original Wizard of Oz, there's like kind of, I don't want to call her hot, but she's like a pretty blonde lady who's the Good Witch. Who plays that lady?
Ariana Grande, that's Glinda.
Oh, okay. And is there Toto? Just one moment, Zoot.
The back of Toto is 10.
Come to my Discord, Doug. Zoot, I'm getting dominated because I'm having to do this.
Rabbi.
Yes, sir.
When I was in high school, I went to 2 different high schools before I left. But when I was in high school, this guy that used to go there, he was 18 years old. He used to go there, and he decided that when he left, that he was going to burn down part of the school to impress girls. And this guy was so dumb that he did. After he burned down the building, he called the police. He called the fire. He called the emergency services, right? And he was on the news, and he did an interview on the news. And guess what happened?
What happened?
He was the one that burned down the school.
So, tell me the story again.
There was a guy who was 18 who went to, like, he was like a couple years above me. And he decided to post on Facebook and brag about how he burnt down the school and to impress girls. And he was on the news doing an interview when he was the one who burnt down the school.
And he admitted it on camera?
No, he didn't admit. He called up emergency services, and then he was on the news as a witness. Whoever did it, I would like to smack them over the head, and he was on the news.
So how'd you find out he did it?
Because he was on the news.
Because there was cameras there as well, and he posted on Facebook that he did it.
So what happened to him?
He got a suspended sentence.
That's pretty. Why so? Why so lenient?
Because he was only 18.
Oh well, in the United States, he'd be in jail for a long time.
Really?
Probably like 10, 15 years.
At 18?
Yeah, you're an adult at 18, so they'll throw the book at you.
Really?
Oh, for sure. I mean, aren't you an adult at 18 in Australia?
Yes.
All right, dude. I have more questions about the wizard. So, is this the last? Is this the last? Um, is Wicked the? Is this the last one, or is there another one?
There's only 2 parts.
Oh, it's not a 3-part movie.
Oh, 2 parts.
Oh, so it's done.
Yeah.
What was it? What was the first one called?
Wicked.
Yeah, but this is Wicked for Good. What was the first one called?
It's called Wicked.
Oh, so there's only Wicked and Wicked for Good?
Yeah.
All right. So it's done. They're not going to make another one?
No, but they might remake the Wizard of Oz. They probably will remake the Wizard of Oz at some point. I think they should remake Wizard of Oz.
That's a tough one to remake.
Why?
A few reasons. It's like in public, at least in the United States, it's in public domain. So like anybody can just make toys for it and stuff. It's not like it's a property of MGM Studios anymore like it used to be. I mean, I'm not saying it's not, but like that's like one of the most classic movies of all time. It's hard to remake a movie like that.
That's why I think they should remake it.
They could make it really cool, but it's like everybody who sees it will just be like, "Oh, the first one's better." I mean, it would really have to be amazing, and then you'd need a really good Dorothy. It couldn't be like some like random ass chick, and you would just everything would have to be really good in it. I think it might be.
Okay. I mean, by today's standards, the first Wizard for the original Wizard of Oz is kind of outdated and flawed.
Oh, no doubt.
The bigger problem with the original Wizard of Oz is the cowardly lion wasn't CGI and he just looked like a guy in a onesie.
Yeah, I mean, he looks fine though for that time or like that world.
Yeah, but he's just a fat guy in a onesie.
Who would you have play Judy Garland?
You mean Dorothy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something.
What are you gonna say, Big Guy?
Dorothy explained it, I don't know anything. 16-year-old. It's a turn.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I was thinking like all the people I know who could play her are all like in their mid 20s, or I don't even know if they could play her. But yeah, you'd need like a teen actress. All right. So what was better, Wicked 1 or Wicked 2?
Wicked One. I think I know that.
You think you know what?
Who would make a good Dorothy?
Who? Who would make a good Dorothy, Zoot? Zoot. Her name is Vanessa?
No. Actually, no. Whoever played Dorothy and Wicked should play the Dorothy in this development.
All right. But you don't know who that was?
Yeah. How old were you when you saw Wizard of Oz?
It's a good question. I remember one time, like when I was a little kid, I was obsessed with toys. I just loved toys. Anything that could keep me stimulated. And my mom and I and my dad, we were in this like antique shop. We were like in an antique shop, and I really wanted toys. And my mom asked the antique owner, like, "Look, my kid keeps asking me for toys. You don't have any toys here, do you?" And the person on the store is like, "No." Uh, and I kept bugging her and bugging her and bugging her. And it was one of those things. If I was good, like I'd get a toy or whatever. And the store owner said, "We don't have any toys, but we have uh, a book maybe for children." And my mom was like, "Okay, well, what book?" And it was The Wizard of Oz. And I was like, "I have to have it. Please let me get The Wizard of Oz." I just wanted something. And uh, so we got that book. And it wasn't like the original book. It was like more like a picture book that was just an antique picture book. And I think I'd already seen the movie by then. So I would say one of the first time I watched it, maybe it was like 5 or 6 or something. I don't know. How old were you the first time you saw the first Wizard of Oz?
4,
You were 4? Okay.
maybe 3.
Wow, really young.
I watched The Wizard of Oz like every week. I would repeat watching it.
Oh, dog, you're obsessed with it.
Yeah. That was my favorite movie as a kid.
Oh, wow. So that's why you're so into um, Wicked, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to accept the invitation that I sent?
Yeah, I remember like the first time I watched Wizard of Oz, I was like, this is the greatest movie I've ever seen. My cousin had it. My auntie had a dog named Toto as well.
Was it a Scotty?
Yep.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Was it a good
It got
dog?
run over when
It
got
got.
run over when it was 2 years old.
Oh, that's really sad. By a car?
Yeah.
That's really sad. All right. Dog, if you like Wizard of Oz, do you know the band Pink Floyd?
Yeah.
Okay. If you, I mean this seriously. If you are a Wizard of Oz fan, you there's this thing called the Dark Side of the Rainbow. So it's wild. So the Dark Side of the Rainbow, also known as Dark Side